Thank you. Please take your seats. Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, and President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and host of this August Summit. Your Excellencies, members of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, Your Excellency Mr. Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Your Excellency Dr. Omar Aliu Toure, President of the ECOWAS Commission, Your Excellency Mr. Leonardo Santos Simão, Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General, Head of the UN Office for West Africa and the Sahel. Your Excellency Mr. Abdoulaye Diop, President of the UMR Commission, Honorable Ministers and members of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers, Your Excellency Ambassador Yusuf Meitaba Tuga, Chair of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Wale Edun, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Excellency Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu Ojukwu, Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished heads of ECOWAS institutions, Mr. Jean-Claude Kassibou, Governor of the Central Bank of West African States, BCAO, and former President of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Mohamed Ibn Chambas, Chairperson of the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme Task Force and former President of the ECOWAS Commission, the Vice President, Honorable Commissioners and Statutory Appointees of Community Institutions, Excellency Ambassador Baba Kamara, ECOWAS Special Envoy on Counter-Terrorism, Excellencies, members of the ECOWAS Permanent Representatives Committee, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Excellencies, ECOWAS resident representatives, distinguished invited guests, staff of community institutions, ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of the 66th Ordinary Session of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government. During this opening ceremony, it will be our pleasure to hear the statements by His Excellency, the President of the ECOWAS Commission. We will then have the honor of being welcomed and having the summit opened by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This will be followed by a statement by His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission. We will then be pleased to hear from His Excellency Leonardo Santos Simão, Special Representative of the UN Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel. It is my pleasure, therefore, without further ado, to call on His Excellency, the President of the ECOWAS Commission, to pronounce his statement. Thank you.
Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS Member States, Your Excellency Yusuf Tuga, Chair of the ECOWAS Council, Honorable Ministers of ECOWAS, Your Excellency Mr. Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, Your Excellency Leonardo Santos Simao, Special Representative of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellencies, the Vice President of the ECOWAS Commission and heads of ECOWAS institutions, Honorable Commissioners of ECOWAS, Excellency Mr. Abdoulaye Diop, President of the UEMOA Commission, Excellency Mr. Jean-Claude Cassibou, President of SAO, Excellencies Dr. Mohammed bin Chambers, Chair of ETLS, and Ambassador Baba Kamara, Special Envoy of ECOWAS on Counterterrorism, Ambassadors, Resident and Permanent Representatives, members of the Diplomatic Corps and representatives of partner organizations, staff of ECOWAS institutions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the management and staff of ECOWAS institutions, I have the singular honor to welcome Your Excellencies to the 66th Ordinary Session of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government. Our gratitude and appreciation go to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as well as to the government and the people of Nigeria for the leadership, generosity and hospitality to ECOWAS and ECOWAS institutions. Excellencies, since your last ordinary session in July here in Abuja, a number of important developments have taken place in the region. We have witnessed generally peaceful and transparent presidential and parliamentary elections in the Republic of Ghana. The elections have once again shown the political maturity and love for country of Ghanaian people as a whole. We have also seen the peaceful parliamentary elections in Senegal. These recent elections and those before them in other member states have shown an enduring democratic culture in the region. We must do everything to consolidate this trend. On the economic front, member states have shown resilience amid global and regional challenges. While global growth has slowed to 3.2% this year, ECOWAS countries are expecting a slightly improved average growth rate of 3.8% compared to 3.6% in 2023. However, inflation and public debt levels remain significant concern, highlighting the urgency of fiscal prudence and efficient debt management. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, significant strides have been made in regional economic integration. The operationalization of the electronic certificate of origin and the continued implementation of the ECOWAS trade liberalization schemes have facilitated intra-regional trade. Additionally, the African Atlantic Gas Pipeline project promises to enhance energy access and drive regional industrialization. While terrorism remains a major source of insecurity in the region, the incidence of farmer-herder clashes have declined, reflecting the impact of targeted peace-building initiatives. Maritime security too has been enhanced considerably, with no report of incidents of piracy in the region in 2024. The operationalization of the ECOWAS standby force to combat terrorism is a significant milestone. Your commitment to mobilizing own resources for the standby force and UN Security Council Resolution 2719 jointly hold considerable promise for the stability and security of this region. I therefore call on our partners, especially members of the United Nations Security Council, to ensure that the promise that Resolution 2719 holds for Africa's peace and security does not get compromised by geopolitical considerations that have nothing to do with Africa. Excellencies, while the impending exit of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger from ECOWAS is disheartening, we commend the ongoing mediation efforts led by their Excellencies President Faure Gnassingbe of Togo and President Bassirou Diomaye Faye of Senegal. These efforts underscore your collective commitment to preserving peace and unity in our region. Excellencies, next year marks the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS, a moment to celebrate our achievements and reflect on the future. Therefore, among activities envisaged to mark the Jubilee are cultural and sporting encounters, as well as dialogues and reflections at all levels and across all sections of the community and in all member states that will culminate in a special summit on the future of ECOWAS. Key themes of the dialogue and reflections will include the future of regional integration, peace and security, as well as governance in the region. Excellencies, allow me at this juncture to pay special tribute to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, who is attending his last ECOWAS summit in his capacity as President and Head of State of Ghana. President Akufo-Addo's contribution to the democratic, economic, security, and development efforts of the community and the continent as a whole has been exemplary. As chair of the ECOWAS Authority during trying times, he demonstrated leadership and unwavering commitment to unity, as well as to our democratic values and principles. From the early 2000s up to mid-2000s, I had the privilege to sit very close to President Nana at various continental and international gatherings. The depth of his thoughts on African and international affairs, which he conveyed in his characteristic eloquence, left nobody in doubt about the qualities of this statesman. Mr. President, I am confident that as you retire from the Jubilee House, ECOWAS and the continent as a whole will continue to count on you. His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, is also attending his last ECOWAS summit in his capacity as President of the African Union Commission. May I therefore use this opportunity to register our deep appreciation for Mr. Faki's leadership of the AU Commission over the past 8 years, and for his unflinching support to ECOWAS during this period. Excellencies, I cannot conclude my statement without touching on the finances of the community. Here, I have both bad news and good news. The bad news is that the community levy remittances continue to be slow. A number of countries have fallen behind with their community levy remittances. This needs to be reversed. The good news, and indeed a very good news, is that for the first time in 19 years, Nigeria has decided to pay 100% of its community levy from 2023. I am therefore pleased to announce that on Friday, 13th December 2024, Nigeria paid 85 billion naira and 54 million US dollars, representing 100% of the 2023 levy and the levy of 2024 up to July 2024. We all agree that this payment underscores the leadership and commitment of President Ahmed Tinubu, the government and the people of Nigeria to our community. At a more personal level, it represents a mark of confidence in the management that I have been privileged to lead since 2022. My colleagues and I are deeply grateful, and I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. It is now my honor to respectfully request His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to pronounce his welcome and opening statement. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, Head of State and Government, distinguished guests, once again, it is my great honor to welcome you all to Abuja on behalf of the government and people of Nigeria for the 66th ordinary session of the Authority of Head of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. I hereby declare the meeting open. From the onset, let me express my sincere gratitude to each of you for the support that has been received by me in the role as chair of ECOWAS into my current second term. Indeed, it is encouraging to recognize that religious leadership has remained steadfast in its commitment to achieving the objective of the organization. As General Yakubu Gowon, one of the founding fathers of ECOWAS, eloquently confirmed during the signing of Lagos Treaty in 1975. And I quote, "The strength of our region lies in our unity, and through integration, we can overcome our challenges and chart a path forward to a shared prosperity." Our great gathering here today reaffirms the founding principles of our fathers and that of our organization, established to promote economic integration, peace and prosperity for our region through cooperation and solidarity. ECOWAS was born out of a shared vision to create a community where our citizens can thrive unhindered by conflict, poverty, and inequity. Today, the world is confronted with numerous challenges ranging from crisis, from Sudan, Middle East, and protracted civil war all over. and the persistent insecurity and violent extremism in Sahel region, coupled with economic instability, cost of living crisis, and environmental challenges. These crises have led to widespread humanitarian suffering. Many of the challenges are not distant. They are close to us or have already impacted our region, posing a test to our ability to evolve effective community-based responses. Without that, this stark reality underscores the importance of working together. As a regional community, we must not lose sight of our fundamental responsibility, which is to protect our citizens and create an enabling environment where they can prosper. As leaders, we are fully aware that security is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Equally, enhancing the living standard of our people is not an aspiration, but an obligation. Your Excellencies, over the years, ECOWAS has achieved significant milestones in strengthening regional integration, facilitating free movement of people, goods, and services, and supporting democratic governance and conflict resolution. Initiatives such as the ECOWAS-made Trade Liberalization Scheme, ETLS, the Common External Tariff, CET, and ECOWAS Investment Code, EIC, have bolstered economic cooperation and cross-border trade. Similarly, regional infrastructure projects such as the West African Gas Pipeline, the West African Power Pool, and the modernization of key border posts with advanced equipment, technology, and joint border operations, utilizing the state-of-the-art technology to enhance connectivity and promote a greater integration across the region. In addition, the ongoing effort to activate the ECOWAS standby force underscores our commitment to building a robust and rapid response mechanism capable of addressing emerging threats and maintaining stability across the region. These initiatives have indeed highlighted the determination of ECOWAS to safeguard peace and security for all member states, as well as ensure prosperity for our citizens. Your Excellencies, while these achievements are commendable, much work remains to be done. But despite the challenges of interrupted democratic governance in some West African countries, the region has continued to record democratic gains. Just a week ago, on the 7th of December 2024, presidential election and parliamentary elections took place in Ghana, which is the second largest democracy in our region. one of the leading candidates who happens to be the incumbent Vice President, His Excellency Mahmoud Awinier, together with the leadership of the ruling party, New Patriotic Party, NPP, considered defeat and accepted the outcome of the presidential election by congratulating the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of National Democratic Congress, NDC, for his victory, even before the official announcement of the election result. This gesture, as it happened in Nigeria in 2015, demonstrated political maturity and respect for the wish of the people of Ghana. Today, we have the man now referred to as Mr. Democrat. I congratulate the President Nana Akufo-Addo and the people of Ghana for the successful election, and urge all of us in the region to learn from this good democratic practice and prioritize our country's national unity to ensure political stability of the region. That this manner of peaceful transition, because the culture of democracy is not only in West Africa, but also in the entire African continent. At this junction, let me take time and give a special validatory to one of us, Mr. Democrat. Attending ordinary session of the ECOWAS Authority of Head of State and Government, Your Excellency, President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. Thank you for being here. Who has been a shining example. We also salute his foreign minister that mistakenly led the ministerial committee of the reform, Madam Shelley Ayoko Boakai. You'll be assuming duty as the Secretary General of the Commonwealth in the next few days. We congratulate you, Madam. Excellencies, Head of State and Government, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. One of the most significant milestones achieved during his tenure is the successful implementation of ECOWAS institutional reform, also his commitment and devotion to the region is evident in his attendance. I mean, Nana Akufo-Addo. His attendance of all the summits organized by ECOWAS over the past 8 years is also possible. I therefore invite all of us to give him a standing ovation and more applause. Thank you for promoting democracy And God bless you. And we need your service the more. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I declare the meeting open, if I have not.
Thank you. We thank His Excellency the Chair of the Authority for his very inspired remarks. J'ai maintenant le grand plaisir d'inviter son Excellence Moussa Faki Mahamat, président de la Commission de l'Union africaine, à prononcer son allocution. Merci.
Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Head of State and Government. Excellencies, Head of State and Government, Honorable Ministers, Excellency Umar Touré, Chairperson of the ECOWAS Commission, Excellency Leonardo Santos Simão, Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, Ambassador Bankole Adoe, Commissioner of Political Affairs, Peace and Security of the African Union, Excellency Abdoulaye Diop, President of IMOA Commission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all extend my thanks and gratitude to Your Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, host and chair of the summit, for the invitation to participate in this 65th ordinary session here in this beautiful city of warm hospitality, Abuja. Excellencies, today, ECOWAS, the oldest of our regional economic communities, is gearing up to celebrate its 50th anniversary. Through your tremendous achievements, ECOWAS was a model in many ways for our continental ambitions regarding peace, security, and economic integration. As we prepare to commemorate the 50th anniversary of ECOWAS, we celebrate the visionary leadership of its founding fathers and their far-reaching foresight in establishing this vital organization that has paved the way for remarkable achievements such as free movement of goods and people across this vibrant West African region. Indeed, today, almost 50 years later, it is clear that the community has consolidated important regional gains, but like the rest of our regional economic communities, it also faces new and serious challenges. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, la CEDEAO est confrontée à de nouvelles menaces qui pèsent lourdement sur son influence, sa crédibilité et son efficacité. Il faut bien reconnaître que ces difficultés ne sont pas tout à fait le propre de la CEDEAO. Elle les partage largement avec presque toutes nos organisations régionales et avec l'organisation continentale de l'Union africaine. Nous sommes tous ainsi profondément interpellés sur ce que d'aucuns appellent déjà la crise du système institutionnel de l'intégration africaine. Le champ de la gouvernance politique, de la paix et la sécurité est secoué par la multiplicité des menaces portant de graves atteintes à la stabilité, l'unité et le développement dans la région ouest-africaine. Le Sahel et les bassins du lac Tchad sont un épicentre de la recrudescence du terrorisme et de l'extrémisme violent, dont les fragmentations et excroissances sont fortement ressenties dans les pays côtiers tels que le Bénin, la Côte d'Ivoire, le Ghana et le Togo. La résurrection des changements non constitutionnels du gouvernement pose un vrai défi et les réponses y apportées ne sont pas moins problématiques. De tels changements remettent en cause les progrès démocratiques que la région avait difficilement réalisés. Ils déstabilisent le système politique, érodent la confiance dans les institutions porteuses des espérances des populations africaines. On voit comment cette instabilité a conduit à davantage de violence, à davantage de recul économique, à davantage de perturbations de la coopération régionale. Communautarisme, conflits locaux, déficience de la justice sociale et exclusion se sont réveillés. Nous avons en toute orthodoxie, à nos principes fondateurs, pris de nombreuses décisions, aussi bien au niveau régional qu'au niveau continental. Pourtant, elles sont restées sans effet. La question incontournable est désormais celle-ci. Devons-nous rester figés et ne rien changer à notre dispositif actuel, à l'efficacité discutée? Ou bien devrions-nous repenser notre architecture et chercher à la rendre mieux adaptée à nos réalités actuelles? C'est aujourd'hui notre propre question d'être ou de ne pas être. Nous ne pouvons continuer à observer de telles conséquences sans agir vigoureusement pour redresser notre architecture de paix, de sécurité et de gouvernance et prévenir sa dégradation. Œuvrer de toutes nos forces pour un nouvel essor, une vraie renaissance de cette architecture est un besoin pressant. L'histoire nous rappelle à une nouvelle prise de responsabilité, dans la sérénité certes, mais avec l'énergie que requiert la situation. Un premier et décisif pas doit être de renforcer la coopération entre la CEDEAO et l'organisation continentale en vue d'une meilleure synergie pour plus d'efficacité, notamment dans l'opérationnalisation de nos systèmes d'alerte précoce. Je sais les difficultés financières auxquelles nous sommes confrontés. En ce sens, je suis heureux que le Fonds de la paix de l'Union africaine revitalisé gagne des forces et est désormais à même de soutenir les États qui s'engagent dans d'authentiques transitions politiques. Bien sûr, en son état actuel, le Fonds ne peut tout supporter. Aussi, des décisions novatrices sont à prendre. Notre confiance en vous, Excellence, est immense pour amorcer de telles mesures, non seulement au niveau régional, mais également au niveau continental. J'avoue que je suis très épaté par les niveaux de contribution au budget par les États de la CEDEAO. C'est un exemple, une fois de plus, à élargir à l'ensemble du continent. Excellencies, Head of State and Government, as my tenure as chairperson of the African Union Commission draws to a close, I wish to take a moment to thank you for the strong and invaluable support you have always provided me. No matter where I will be, please be assured that you can continue to count on my unwavering solidarity. Wishing you fruitful deliberation. I thank you for your kind attention.
Our appreciation to His Excellency, the Chairperson of the African Union Commission. É com grande prazer que eu convido agora Sua Excelência Leonardo Santos Simão, representante especial do Secretário-Geral das Nações Unidas para a África Ocidental e o Sahel, a pronunciar a sua alocução. Obrigada.
Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Chairperson of the ECOWAS authorities of Heads of State and Government, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS member states, Your Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, President of the African Union Commission, Your Excellency Umar Ali Toure, President of the ECOWAS Commission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to participate in this 66th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS, and I'm thankful for your kind invitation. It is my pleasure to convey warm greetings from the Secretary General of the United Nations, Ms. Antonio Guterres, who is keenly following developments in West Africa and the Sahel. Our sub-region has witnessed some positive political developments since your last session in July. This includes the successful conduct of legislative elections in Senegal on 7 November and general election in Ghana just a week ago. I would like to congratulate President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the people of Senegal, and the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the people of Ghana for the smooth conduct of these elections, which contributed to the consolidation of democracy in the sub-region. We encourage member states to share the valuable experiences these successful elections bring, not for a copy and paste exercise, but to inspire other countries to overcome obstacles in constructing sound democratic practices, including successful elections. The threat to the unity and cohesion of ECOWAS, following the announcement of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger to withdraw, remains a major concern for regional integration. In this regard, the United Nations commended the efforts exerted by ECOWAS and its member states to seek creative solutions and avoid socioeconomic, political and security consequences of a disintegrated community that has previously been an example of unity and integration in Africa. For our part, in my sustained discussions with various stakeholders in the sub-region, particularly with the representative of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, I continue to stress the need for dialogue between all parties concerned in order to find a lasting solution to this challenging situation. I have also urged international partners to urgently address the region's humanitarian, security and development challenges, emphasizing the need for collaboration to meet immediate needs and ensure long-term stability. In my upcoming presentation to the United Nations Security Council on 20th December, I will reinforce this message with particular focus on the implementation of the UN Security Council Resolution 2719 in West Africa and the Sahel region. Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, l'absence d'une plateforme où les pays de la région pourraient combiner leurs efforts en matière de sécurité favorise également l'expansion du terrorisme vers les États côtiers du Golfe de Guinée. À cet égard, la force multinationale conjointe, opérationnelle dans le bassin du lac Tchad, constitue une exception notable qu'il nous faut continuer à soutenir. Nous sommes donc encouragés par la poursuite des contacts bilatéraux entre des États membres de la CEDEAO et les pays en transition du Sahel central. Ces contacts contribuent à atténuer les tensions politiques, avec pour conséquence une amélioration des relations mutuelles auxquelles aspirent les populations de la sous-région. Dans cet esprit, j'ai accompagné la secrétaire générale adjointe des Nations Unies, Madame Amina Mohamed, dans une tournée régionale au Burkina Faso, à Guinée, au Mali et au Niger, au mois de juillet dernier. Ces visites destinées à promouvoir la réalisation des objectifs de développement durable ont abouti à la consolidation d'initiatives conformes aux priorités nationales par les agences, fonds et programmes des Nations Unies en Afrique de l'Ouest. Dans ce contexte, des programmes phares intégrés ont été élaborés en partenariat avec des acteurs nationaux respectifs dans les domaines prioritaires, notamment la souveraineté alimentaire, la transition énergétique, l'éducation et l'emploi des jeunes. Ladies and gentlemen, UNOWAS remains committed to support national and regional efforts to ensure peace, stability and socio-economic development in the sub-region. By way of example, following our joint venture to Freetown in June with Her Excellency Fatoumata Jallow Tambadjang, former president of the Gambia, UNOWAS and ECOWAS carried out a follow-up mission to the country from 14 to 18 October in support of the implementation of the Agreement for National Unity signed by the government and the All People's Congress on 18 October 2023. This agreement remains on track with all stakeholders committed to addressing outstanding issues, including those recommended in our report. I want to commend the commitment of the government of Sierra Leone and All People's Congress and all stakeholders in the implementation of the agreement. We encourage the continuation of the same spirit until the conclusion of the political process. As ECOWAS celebrates its 50th anniversary in 2025, the United Nations stands ready to share its experiences in large institutional reform processes as we continue to reflect internally on how to best position ourselves for the future in the spirit of the Pact for the Future. Excelências, minhas senhoras e meus senhores, permitam-me concluir reiterando a minha inteira disponibilidade da UNOWAS e do Sistema das Nações Unidas de continuar a sua estreita colaboração com a ECOWAS num espírito de complementaridade no apoio aos esforços nacionais e regionais para a paz, segurança e desenvolvimento na África Ocidental. Muito obrigado pela atenção dispensada.
Thank you very much. The statement by the Special Representative of UNOWAS brings us to the end of this opening ceremony. The authority will continue its deliberations in a closed-door format. We therefore request our friends from the press, members of the Fourth Estate, all our distinguished guests, to kindly withdraw from the hall at this time. Only the delegations accredited in the format that was provided by the host government will participate in the closed-door session. Thank you.
Yeah. So folks, we'd like to say thanks for watching wherever you watched us from. You heard it from the moderator. The media will have to leave the hall now. So we'll return if the chance be given. But that's it. His Excellency President Boakai is here amongst world leaders, African leaders of the West African region, attending the 66th section of the ECOWAS Authority of State and Government. So Anthony Williams, bye-bye for now.